They have a lot of
Series,
stuff
let's go
that
over
they've
our
used before
casters,
for this.
William and Paper Thin.
Thank you very much. PRX bringing out another change, a bit of a throwback here for their own composition, going all the way back.
Prefer Gecko?
To
Yeah,
Masters
Gecko's good in this
Tokyo,
comp.
where they had CGRS to Gecko
I mean, they can
main,
do
and
the
made this
the
comp
same
work. It
combos
was,
that
in
we saw
fact,
from
last use in the match
Fnatic the
where
other day in
we had
terms
something
of
we
just
like to
double
call
flash.
the Cove incident.
I mean, I've
And
seen other teams do it.
moved on from that one. We'll see if they can do it again today.
Damn, bro.
My eyes out for it.
Dude, someone's still getting called out.
I think Forsaken cleared that one up a bit, or just has to stop going for that lineup, really. Felt like it wasn't quite there.
Or is he talking about the Cove? Is he talking about the other one?
PRX.
Dude, every time I hear the Cove incident, I only think of one incident. Is he talking about the Cove that landed on the roof here?
Advantage in your skill diff, you could take
Or was
advantage
it
of that
actually
arena. But this is
the
gonna be a
Cove
much more
incident?
chess match oriented battle. As we've already
He's talking
seen
about
quite a bit.
Forsaken?
So
Oh, okay, he's talking
hard
about this
rotate
one.
From PRX off of just a little bit of utility contact.
He talk about the distraction Cove. Bro, the distraction Cove just got deleted in my brain until he mentioned it. There's only room for the Som Cove.
For potential TP as well. The teleporter, they're thinking
Okay,
about it.
PRX on
They're
defense,
actually just
GenG
gonna
on
jump
attack,
right
and they
on
go
it
for a
here. The
fast
guiding
flood.
lights
I mean,
coming out
they hit
onto
3
A
TPs.
site.
Are they not going
No
to TP
fear,
in
clearing out
reaction?
showers, and suddenly the position's very good for PRX. They will
No, they
take
don't
a
want
big
to. They
hit
got spawn
from
control.
something. The high Dizzy along with the Trailblazer. It's just their own 2 comp right now, and that
It
draws
takes.
all the
Oh, this
aggro
is
as
a
Mindfreak's
lovely
able to
harbor
sneak
wall.
out from his own
They
smoke.
harbor wall
He's
them
now just
off. They
holding
know that
Evan.
they're going
They
over
know that
towards
people are
heaven.
missing. He's just trying to buy time as
Okay.
everyone's missing their right click.
They've got the
but
defuse
Bunch
on
will
this.
finally land
Nicely
the shot.
done.
Something trying
Yeah,
to
this
hold
is
on to
great.
the site,
This is
and
great
of
from
course,
PRX,
eventually
really.
it
I
is
would have
going to
liked to
be
have seen
the
GenG once they had the
round ending here
triple
as
TP
PRX
to
gets
TP
defused.
themselves, to be honest.
No,
But it
according
felt
to
like
plan,
they were
take it
happy
back. That didn't
getting
fool
map control
PRX at
here.
all.
And the big thing that
This was
changed
all
it was the
according to plan.
harbor wall, right?
You know, they're gonna
Harbor
overcommit
wall went
towards
like
that
this,
B
so they
side
isolated the
because
2 on
everybody
site
and
when the
their
others were
grandma
going
knows
for
that
the
it's
play
really hard
towards heaven.
to retake B.
A cool pistol.
And so they're going to commit to trying to stop that plant. It doesn't come through with TP.
Yeah,
My
Mindfreak did
concern
incredible.
Here is GenG doesn't really react to this the way I expected. I thought they get the plant down and then hold U-Haul and kind of the back part
Little
side
bro,
towards short,
yeah,
and they
he's,
go.
I'm telling
Instead,
you,
they
in a
just
team situation,
commit deep into A and they don't
someone to
account for
defuse like
Mindfreak being
this,
up into
so the
A
rest of
heaven
you can
already,
just relax
waiting.
and you
He had
create
eluded
pressure.
any of their detection
It gives you
on
so
that
many
take.
options.
And that
Dude, I'm
cost
telling
them.
you,
That cost
this
them that round.
this with like
Yeah, Texture comes in there and
this
gets
is
some
why
good
I think that
frags, but
teams don't. I see
you're
loads
gonna
of
be
people
on
talking about Clove,
a-
and it's just
a
like it
variety
doesn't
of
make sense
pistols.
of
Yeah.
why
On the
you
side
would
of
use
GenG,
them,
even
but
a
it's
Frenzy
like
for Munchkin, we
I
never see
think
that.
there's the
Usually, he's gonna
risks
grab
of
something
being
else he's
able
gonna
to
be sharing with
gamble
those Lindsay
stack
one-tap with,
with a Gecko, knowing that your retakes could have
Great light path
50%
there,
plus
sends it all the way through
win
the
rate
window as well,
anyway,
as they had
and
already
having someone that
covered
could
main.
still enable you the smokes, and you can enable that one to be able to sit in the site and just use a judge, use crazy guns that can potentially get you 2 kills. I'm telling you, man, I think that people are thinking too like structured when they think about Clove and some of these other agents.
But it's going to be Forsaken who just puts up the Cove, waits for them to flood it, and the Stinger good for 2.
Okay,
Meteor not
very nicely
having a
done.
sheriff
What do we
out
have? A
just
little
in
bit of
time.
armor
It's
damage,
going to
that's
be
it.
Flawless for PRX.
Yeah, looking good. I mean, again, even though they give up space, PRX knows how they want to react to that situation. The Hawk to confirm, great timing from Devi. Gets the first one for free. A little bit of a
Yeah,
whoopsie
Fish
there
Ult
from
is
Texture.
online
He
as
stuck
well.
his gun out of the smoke, but yeah, I mean, what do you do against that? Forsaken's so fast with the Stinger. Mows 2 down.
The
even though they're
Clove
trying to
PM emote,
obfuscate
that's
that
sick.
position with that classic.
Yeah, I'm a believer. I really am.
Yep. Good old Uncle Lee. He's very good with it. No doubt about it.
But if you think, the problem is,
man,
if
what
you
a
think
round,
too
what a round for
fundamental,
PRX. I mean,
you're
already
going to
very
think it's an awful
unorthodox
agent
playstyle here for
in
PRX.
pro
Nobody
play.
plays the maps that the way that they
But if you
do
think
with their willingness
risk,
to give up space
reward,
like that.
percentage-wise,
Almost never see that anywhere
good
else.
retakes,
Yeah, I mean, it's
other
just a
agents to
lot of-
combo with
what is
it,
this
I think it's
wall?
really strong.
Awareness.
I love this.
They've been doing that for the default.
The mad
here.
thing is
Yeah.
just
Couple
how good it
rounds, one
combos
touch point on
with
the previous round,
Viper
but of
as
course
well.
delays any
Because you can
push
have all the
into
Viper
window,
util
but
just on the other side
allows
as
you
well,
to
and you can just
control
have
that
Viper
orb
just
on
helping out the
long. A
Clove
bit
with
of
some
a,
of the
perhaps variation,
mollies.
something they might have picked up against their previous
One
opponents,
committed,
T1,
one a little bit
who had
further
a
back,
deep
help the
wall, allowing
Clove
them to
out.
push out of window every time on
Potentials
B
through the
short.
roof.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let's stop
PRX
talking
with
about
their
it.
own
We got a
version of it.
Fish Ult on defense, like we said,
GenG.
and
They're gonna wait
don't know
for
what
the
info
high
they
tide.
got,
Oh, and
but we have a
Devi's just
rotate coming in, and
waiting
Device
for it.
just
Sights
popped him.
trained, gets Locky off the rip. Texture not going to get tagged by it, but PRX well aware that GenG has not moved an inch. Just Just cutting audio. Texture now been spotted. He has to pick up the tempo. The rest of the team has to come through. The Thrash is going to tag a bunch of people, and Jin's going to go for the cleanup as Texture just has to hide himself in hopes that he can recover the round.
My goodness, this was clean on this. This is their first buy rounds. Go get the upgrades.
This is
What's going on?
a one-sided start to map 3.
Yeah, again, it's the reactions from PRX.
Yeah, they could have juggled some guns here. Got a little bit wrecked.
By that high tide, works a treat with the Thrash already available for something, and he shuts that push down. You know, an attempt at a pretty decent looking execute, I thought, with the stake bite and the paint shells in the back to clear the tube area.
Okay, they buy the upgrades anyway, so it's all good. Molly over towards long.
By PRX, they're reading this every
GenG took about a minute to decide which map side they wanted to pick, really. Dude, this team in map VOs, they got to get timed out at one point, man. They got to start having a time limit on map pool picks.
Very good from Jing, though. They sense the Trailblazer early. Going through the high tide. Texture will track him through the wall.
Yeah, weird situation. Gun down. Do they want to push to try and protect the gun? Do they want to get the gun out of there? No way.
The trap wire.
Wait, does the camera see him?
Spotted on the cam yet either. Meteor's still
Whoa.
waiting for it. He's not aware of it at all. Mind Freak somehow enters the Matrix and goes by all the Cypher setup.
Yeah, that was mental.
Back in control for PRX.
Some of the best timing we've ever seen. Speaking of timing, push over towards here, no one looking behind. One person now has to check showers because the person over towards showers dies.
But they won't find a target.
Oh my goodness, something kills so many here.
Until Munchkin finally gets a kill to clear out Bats. Something with a nice answer back. Spike still not planted. GenG waiting to see.
See, they kind of get away with that. They really get away with that.
Taken to reposition. Munchkin, he's got a weapon, but something spots the barrel first, and that's GenG's numbers dwindling. Spike still not planted as Karon just cannot figure out the exact angles to hold here. No weapons in hand, just a Sheriff. It's been a pistol that's really been one GenG can trust upon. Spike finally goes down, wants to isolate the 1v1s. But unaware entirely of something's position as he was last seen in Ace short. It's coming through showers, and Karon has no clue.
Very nice on this. Few chances here, but something really owned it. Especially getting this kill over towards shorts, what it kind of all came down to. Still nice damage from GenG, but money is very good.
Confident to take. Even though they lose a player, they know that they can get ahead of you. They can outthink you if you just push. Because, you know, you expect maybe that there's going to be a player watching this, but nobody needs to. You know, you would think, okay, we got our kill, we can leave, we got our showstopper, we're good to go. There's no way they're going to try to chase that down, right? We saw this on Lotus a lot, too, where they would just, when there's the rotates coming through from GenG, PRX is so confident that it's going to be a pull-off that they can just go through and get those kills.
Out.
And that breaks the round open. Something with a great
to get on the
doing
board.
a good job. Oh, the flash catches Munchkin. Gonna have to back off, and this is what I'm talking about. They're just happy to start
weird
taking
round
this
now, and
space.
they're using something like a duelist.
Side of the map pretty much pressured through.
Yeah,
now,
the two duelists check over towards here. Skydog goes in.
On the side of Ace short, by the way,
at least shows a lot of pressure here, and they hold on to the map control. Well, they hold on to some of the map control. They don't fully give it up.
That's going to be a rude surprise for them. As PRX is now stabilized back onto the B site. Munchkin.
And he might, once he hears util over towards long, like they just had the boombot, they might think that they left Uka.
They were so good on map 2, but they isolated to the 1v1s.
Look at this guy go, man. It's a full buy round. This out dueling everyone. Spike in, gets info.
They all group up. They don't want to let the fights get into the advantage of GenG. The TP as well, as they look to protect the spike. Run down the clock. Lakia, a nice peek out against the operator. But still, so many more to go. Mind Freak's position unknown to GenG as he creeps on the rotate.
I'm expecting Jing to blast out of here at some point. Just to try to deal with it, but he's going to hold the position on top of the box.
He's not spotted. Finally, they get an inkling of where he's at. They did pick up the spike, but they all run in. And Texture barely getting away with his life, but he's got 20 seconds.
He still wins that duel. That is so nice from Something, by the way. What a round from him. 2 rounds in a row, back to back. Mad impact.
On map 1, one of the best to land back on his feet.
He's unbelievable. When his aim gets broken, when he gets punched, he's so quick
to
recover.
Yeah, he's still good in the duels.
Else in the world that I think does it nearly as well as him. There's some great raises out there, no doubt about it. Second, of course, absolutely phenomenal as well in those situations. But time and time again, He's been so darn good. And these lurks have been all over the place. Something doing a great job on this Gecko, using his utility. There's one in the previous round that I really liked during this, not the very previous
worst
round,
position to be in. 5-0 start.
Something
0-5
is
down.
coming
Got to
through
call a
short. He
timeout.
throws the Dizzy, and Forsaken immediately reads, because the Dizzy doesn't get any contact, that there's probably somebody lurking in the smokes by the boxes on the site. And it's things like this. It's these mental protocols, this huge IQ that PRX actually has. You know, I think so many times people are like, oh, you know, what are you going to do? They make confidence plays and stuff like that. Sure, they do that. But they also have a tremendous understanding of the map, of the space that they have, of the utilities abilities and things like that. So you're seeing it all the time. I love this Gecko because it's getting so much more information. It's helping them maintain control of this hookah into market area. It's making it really difficult for GenG to get anything done, and then there's always some player. You never know who it's going to be. I mean, for the most part, Mindfreak has been planting his feet.
And these two combo pretty well. Seekers, Brimble.
This time he comes around, catches them at a very unexpected timing, basically shuts the round.
A timeout goes in and they want to take long control heavy.
Really
Molly goes in, we might even see a double satchel or like a single satchel to get Hirali. We'll see.
Runner up on PRX. We'll see if that continues.
Just going close. Flash goes in, gives them info, but
that will get everyone from GenG tagged
they're
up
forcing hard long
but the
control.
by landing, PRX are going to back off, look to hold at a distance as something cast with holding onto Hookah all on his lonesome. Hit available for Munchkin if GenG is able to get onto the site. Something they can use to try to get their first round win, but of course, good ultimates on the other side as well.
Good camera placement here by Meteor, knowing that they've been pushing space all over the map. And of course, they're going to try to reaggress it. Mindfreak going for it. He's got that ultimate in the bag. Trying to play a little bit of defense here for PRX. Have the Seekers as well.
Oh, the Bosch timing's very good. Forces him to have to clear it out from afar. And Divine will get one. Something he's stuck behind the box.
No
Can
way.
He stay alive?
I was going to say, wait.
Land it. And there, it's going to be a kill onto Jake but Mindfreak's already way past.
No way, they were looking so good for this round. Mindfreak pushes over towards here and just angels everyone.
They were not aware of the re-clear from Mindfreak.
Can't believe this guy tanked a molly at spawn.
And GenG is starting to lose a grip of this map, one piece at a
But
time.
Mindfreak is really stepping up in this one.
It's just so fun to watch. The way the PRX plays, the way they think is so different. A good Dizzy setup there for that corner.
Wow, that's so impressive. They knew he was there. The Seekers went to him.
I think there's some awareness of
Like, Seekers literally locked onto him and he still wins 3 angels.
It's just those cabbages kind of take a moment to turn that angle, and by that point, Mindfreak's already ahead of you.
This shouldn't be... It shouldn't ever be possible to do that.
This time, expecting an A hit, and it's just Forsaken all alone on this A site. Everybody else pushing out. So again, the protocol's so good here for PRX, where this lone player isn't overcommitting, trying to take a trade. They're waiting this out. Now there is a spam, and somehow Forsaken gets one.
Oh, and the code to keep himself alive as well. He repositions. They would have to push it if they want to clear, but Charon waits patiently from afar. Gets the one-to-one trade. The Seekers now coming out from PRX, leading them back into the site, and there is the Orbital Strike, does quite a bit of damage. Something all on his
Strong.
It's going to be
Where
a 2v1,
are we?
But how does he stay alive?
Yeah, they put the Viper into this one. It's a 2v4. They really put ult into ecos very loosely.
PRX was born. Carries him through, keeps the pit at bay. Now the Orbital Strike from the other side as well. Charon just trying to buy time, but something, he's already entered the pit. Munchkin has to be aware of this.
Damn.
Something snaps on. Already down to 1 HP.
I mean, no time, right? Doesn't get to the angle.
And he cannot
Yeah.
get there.
Molly is just a little bit too late.
7 in a row
Holy
for
hell,
PRX.
PRX are insane
It's
right
just
now.
brutal. They're just everywhere.
What was this duel
All
on
at
short?
once is Forsaken. I mean, you know, Forsaken
Something
does a great
is
job
just a
buying
beast,
time,
I'm
playing
telling
his
you.
life as best as he can. Gets the one kill, uses that cove brilliantly, like you mentioned, and then it's the Seekers out, and they're able to trail that Seekers to get another kill. That Dizzy is so insane. Something throws it at his feet behind him as he's jumping away to buy himself just a little bit of extra time.
He tried to body block, but it
confusion.
still hit the defuse.
And
That's
again,
funny.
it's those instant reaction plays that PRX has. Such
7-0.
brilliant knowledge of their agents, the way to play them, how to react. This deep
Forsaken has
understanding
his harbor ult.
of the game that they actually
2
have
away.
is
Check
just
textures to get ult.
incredible.
Holy hell,
Peace out
like,
right as the poison cloud
yeah,
lands.
they're just
Lost
trying
get
to,
ahead of it before
they're
he
just
loses.
trying to
And this has been a recurring theme
get
even
early
since Icebox.
controllers
PRX
short.
knows that GenG, if
And-
they're able to clear the site where they're util, they are near unstoppable. Wants to get one step ahead, take the tempo back as an advantage for PRX. Now, audio cut, and Charon will use that advantage to get the angle he wants against Jing, but they haven't quite
Played
cleared
this so
something
patiently.
from atop the box. And it's going to be Forsaken again with another kill. Meteor with the trade. Something spotted. Charon swings back out, regaining some of that confidence that we saw from the rookie.
Yeah, and they know that someone's behind, right? Gets hit by the cage.
2v2.
Bro, he's incredible right now.
Puts Charon back in his place.
Can't win this though, right?
Swing around, but he can't land the shot.
Let's call it, man. We gotta call it. He's too good right now. He is fully back on form.
Here in 2024.
Everything's just going PRX's way. The luck as
Bro,
well.
the
Mindfreak
duels
found
that
the
he is
perfect
winning
moment
should
to come
never,
through
ever
out
be
of a link
happening.
there. He had it under control, did Meteor. He was watching it. That's a really tough angle for defenders now that they have that bench outside of A Showers. But Meteor looked away to throw.
This one,
his
so
smoke.
fine. This one,
And that's when Mindfreak cuts in. It's so well timed out here by him. And he's, even Forsaken starting to pop up.
And he's just chilling as well.
They smell the victory right at their doorstep. It's been a tough going for both teams, but PRX, they haven't lost a single beat here on Bind. Mindfreak at 12-3-3. Back at championship level for sure. As we see Munchkin getting chased away. PRX.
And they create a little bit of pressure here, and something keeps on going because they're 8-0 down, so you might as well with Gecko apparently just keep on pushing. Gets the early info, so the 2-person rotate can come in, so we get 4 people. We have an Odin spam over towards Long, and he's killing people. It's through the wall.
And now, GenG playing with numbers
wall.
down. Something will have to hit the trip eventually.
This is like the worst ever team to get such a good start, because then they start doing the most mad stuff and it works so well. Guys buying an Odin just purely to go for spams they push out. We have a Gecko that's taking timings within the first 10 seconds of the round.
No, all down to Charon to try to hold on into the site as his teammates are busy with the flanks. Charon gets one. Meanwhile, the Dizzy pushes Meteor away. Munchkin with a trade, but he goes down. Meteor holding
Look at it, dude.
there.
Holy man, I'm worried for GenG. They need to get a round, man. They need to get just one round.
Incredibly well thought out here by PRX. They get the space early. They send the long lurk again with something.
This team with confidence.
They have so much money.
I mean, this team always has confidence, but when this team has like enough rounds where they can just do essentially dumb stuff,
and they just know they know where GenG wants to go, so they give that space up willingly. It's something you've been doing.
Bro, honestly, it's like an anti.
It's such a great
raise way to play it. It's not too bad.
Because they have so many answers. And GenG finally feels like maybe we've got some comfort. We can get that beat post-plant. Yeah, you got to call the second timeout. What are you going to do?
Yeah, trying to hold on to it for as long as possible. But you let go of another round here, and it all comes down to the pistol round in the second half.
Second timeout, dude. I can't even blame him. Like,
for the ever-infamous
they got to get around.
Score line
They need all the help they can get around.
On Meteor's face, they haven't been pushed this far in a long time. I mean, I would say even at the Grand Finals of Masters Madrid, it started to slip away near the end, but it felt like they always had a fighting chance.
Yeah, until that last map. I mean, that was really, up until then, you know, the backbreaker was split. It felt like for sure for GenG, but they were fighting tooth and nail through those first 4 maps, no doubt. This is absolutely the most they've been tested. I'm with you, Will. This has been just absolutely brilliant to watch PRX's game plan for this, because GenG has not been able to find answers. It's always these stacked pushes that PRX is willing to do, because they're happy to scrap with you. They're happy to take those big death ball battles and see if they can come out and just rely on their tremendous individual mechanics to get them over the line. And then if that doesn't happen, they start taking tons of map space, and then they have answers for when they give that space up. It's whether it's an Odin or just, you know, good play, good cautious play by Mindfreak or Forsaken. All of these things working so well for PRX.
So GenG this time, perhaps trying to use the timeout as a bit of a mind game, making sure that they don't actually lose the tempo.
What's the timing?
Pick it up just a little bit. They've already tried it.
Couldn't be any better.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was a nice reply. I'm actually getting this, and this is by far, oh my goodness, by far looking like their best rounds.
Right outside.
We've got no ults to retake. No one took TP. Everyone coming from spawn. Okay, should be very hard to lose. Cove to actually get out through here. Ult goes in with the kill. Forsaken has vision block. Oh no. Ult goes in early, but they tap the spike pretty early.
allows Divide to close the gap. 2v3 for PRX. Divide, can he get the kills he needs to protect his teammate? No,
Nicely done in the end. Yeah, a lot better. Just disrespected the wall early. Contact, got a good kill, and then got into sight. I still liked it from PRX though. That's a mad thing. The cove that like leaks out so that you can take these duels on either side. Actually get out to the choke point. Like they had a good had a good plan with this.
Good read by Forsaken there, knowing that Texture was going to get aggressive into that cove. Shorty at the ready, well before Texture was pushing in there. Then he's able to find
they go on. It took 2 timeouts. Took 10 rounds.
Tap of the spike to try to bait out that ultimate. Do a lot of good things there to PRX, but it's just deeper this time for GenG, and that first kill is huge for them.
Man, the coach must really be regretting picking attack.
A much more comfortable post
He said he took a minute to work out what side of the map. Bro, he is heavy regretting that decision.
That's the best that GenG could have hoped for. So now a 1-for-1 trade. You heard all the TPs. GenG
he took forever. Yeah. Sometimes you can maybe get it. Just might be easier for him to just say that's my bad.
Will be the one to secure the kill. Texture noted as well. He's tied up now in a crossfire between 4 men.
Nah, look what GenG's doing, dude. Look at what GenG's doing.
And the judge will not do anything as justice is served by PRX.
Last round before the
the judge v judge to finish it, but really interesting here. We're watching Forsaken's perspective on A.
GenG, yeah, man. I'm telling you, this team with confidence is scary. Check this third kill. This third kill is sick. Like, he's just having so much fun.
He doesn't want to give up that extra kill. So he's
like, look at what he's doing.
Trust GenG to take care of it. So great coordination between these two players, as you would expect. Been playing together for so long. Just the bromance there between Forsaken and GenG coming through. I mean, this is unbelievably dominant right now.
And they're just all heavy fragging as well. That's the thing. 12. Everyone's like 3 of them on 12 kills.
These are just soulmates now back in form, playing together, and Texture's trying to tear apart the link between those two. GenG now goes down. GenG trying to take over the site, but they haven't quite cleared Hookah just yet. Something's still lurking around with the judge. He finds a site briefly of Meteor. Now just trying to keep him tied up. Something will continue to
What's going on?
Spike's still not planted just yet. The site surrounded by PRX. Something trying to throw a curveball.
Something's flanking long with the judge.
Kieran will swing out, get 2. The rookie putting some numbers back on the board, trying to bring home just one more round, trying to keep the hope alive for GenG as all 5 remaining members will hold on to dear life here on the site. Mind Freak gets one through the spam, but it looks impossible. As cold as he can get, it's just too many targets.
Okay. They double the rounds. Oh man, this was fun to watch.
2 to 10 half.
PRX got away with, like honestly, the first like 8 rounds was actually very, very impressive. PRX did so much stuff. Then after they got to 8, they started doing they started doing anything they wanted to.
At least making their own reads off of the information in the space that they're gathering. Just absolutely mind-blowing stuff that PRX does in that half. Every step and turn, it felt like PRX was reading the situations incredible. It felt like the discipline and the protocols that they prepared for this map were really, really good, especially when there was pressure on
Bro, when they're all firing like this, it's just such a sick team to watch.
Forsaken or Mind Freak or Divide or whoever, they're able to play it really cautiously, buy some time for the rest of their team to make those long flanks, make those rotates, cut players off, get them in unexpected positions. That's something that PRX could do better than anybody else.
See how it comes into play in the second half, as GenG will desperately need to win this pistol round if they want any hope. Lots of fans from all across the entire country here in Korea coming to watch. We had a fan earlier, I think from Daegu, about 4 to 5 hours away to watch this match.
People are way too talented, man. So far, like, what is this? I don't know how many years it would take me to draw anything that is even
well, it is their defender side and
5% that good.
Map, even in Pacific.
I feel like in 10 years I couldn't get anything that was 5% that good. That's so crazy.
Or else you're going to have to go for a force buy of some kind. Let's see what they want to do. Looks like some kind of hookah pressure is going to be established. Maybe Divide setting up GenG on the blast packs. Something like that. Although there are no blast packs to be found. I take it back. GenG's got the boombot and a...
Yeah, just a ghost.
Yeah, just a ghost. So hold that thought. Sometimes looking to see if there's going to be any aggression here.
Oh, both sides waiting for it. I mean,
Yeah.
PRX, they've had to deal with T1 pushing out a lot as well from that hookah position. And of course, back at the grand finals of kickoff, GenG also playing quite aggressive
How
here on the
everything's
defensive
going though,
half.
they're just gonna
GenG,
group
the
up and go
one-man
A,
pressure as
right?
well, down 2-10. So
They're gonna
PRX
pick
will
the
wait.
most perfect
They'll
site.
gladly wait, and of course,
Oh boy,
Molly
they're
still
picking the
can
bad
always just
site.
deathball it,
4
try to
people
win by
here.
numbers, but
We
little
got
do they
contact
know that
into
the
Molly
stack is on
dump.
the B side. Cypher set up on A to just
They
allow
all go
Dash to
here?
buy time. Snakebite at the ready. It's going to be a crossfire with Charon, but
Okay,
Charon has to make sure
if
that
they
he's not
somehow
the one
win
that's
this-
first spotted. The Snakebite has to be good, but it's a wide swing out. But the flash actually gets everybody. Keeps Charon alive. He's going to be hit by
Aid
the
was
Beach House,
good.
eventually has
Hey,
no
they get a
exit.
1-for-1
But time
duel and
bought
they realize
by
that it's a
GenG.
stack.
PRX,
They
do
saw at
go
least
for a
2. Wait, they
rotate?
saw
Do
3.
stick to their guns?
Viper, Molly,
They've noted
this
multiple
guy.
people in hookah, but they're
They
still not
they might
aware
not have
how
seen
many
the
could
Cypher,
actually
honestly.
be here on the B site. Now
They cut
reclearing
sounds
main,
like they could have gone
only
back.
30 seconds.
Just
If
walk
they
towards
were to
long.
TP away, they'd have to do it on a snap as they run into more members, and they're just looking to flood.
get
The
through,
Dizzy
yeah,
goes
gotta
down,
get
the
through the
Trailblazers
Viper
but
wall.
Munch gets good with the spam. The whole flash, but Lakia just continues to spam
Right,
on
step
a rhythm
1, get the
and gets
pistol,
2
done.
through the toxic screen.
Okay.
Step 2 against PRX, obviously
go.
you have to win the
I feel
anti-eco
like
because they're a
PRX
scary
actually
team.
read this
We'll
pretty
include
well,
that in the
but,
steps as
you know,
well.
Munchkin
Normally we
just
would
well
skip the
prepared with that
anti-eco, but
Snakebite,
PRX are
shuts
just
down
scary.
that push through hookah. It was a good idea from PRX, but not really able to find that value off that flash from Devi that they would have liked. It connected, but they weren't able to get the kills. Then Locky is just full blind, gets 2 through there, and okay, a good hold. Now PRX, mostly classics. A sheriff
1
for
sheriff
Devi.
to work with, that's it.
Be the only purchase outside of utility. And let's see what can be done by PRX. See how much damage they can get. Camera in showers, so it's gonna
Back in some orbs over towards
Quite
Jing.
clear just yet, but he heard all the utilities. So Meteor actually cutting sound, not letting them know that he's
When does
actually
Meteor check the
emptied
camera?
the
Did he just
area.
check it now when he heard it?
And now, realizing no more checks to cam, realizes shower's been let go by
Yeah, so
PRX.
they hear the
send
camera, and with that,
over
they
to
instantly
B.
changed their original
PRX
plan.
this
So
time,
they were
it's a
running
little bit of
away
push
like they
and
were going to
pull.
go try and do
They
a
put the
similar
pressure
hit.
onto Showers, now
But
going
they
back
heard the
to B,
camera,
but
so they
this
now
gives
know
them
that they
full
can
control
probably
of that
time
TP.
over
They can
towards
rotate
this,
back to the
maybe
spike
get the
over on
orb,
A side
then
any
TP and
given
fast rush
moment.
out.
See,
But
maybe
they probably
can
commit
get
some people to B first.
Meteor lurking. Arkia gonna confirm.
Trying to just create some space for his teammates.
Yeah,
but
just
they
trying to
can't
make
find-
sounds.
Karen does find sight right through the toxic screen
They got
of
seen
zone,
over
and now the
towards
high
A
tide comes
though,
in. Meteor's
but they
ready
do
for
their
a right outside
wall.
of Showers. Can
And
he get the
Cypher
kills? So he's trying to
disrespects
go
this,
through.
and
Waiting for the timing.
Great
Texture will
nades.
push them away with the paint shells, trying to just make sure that they clear the plant. They do. And Meteor, he's going to land the
boy,
first one. He
recovery
lands
was
second and the
unreal.
third,
Oh,
and
the
it's
recovery
one
was
for
unreal. I
Meteor
thought he was going to go down
as
here.
they now get
I'm
a
glad he didn't
fourth
commit to the spray.
round
That was
win.
nice.
Yeah, great discipline here from GenG. Nobody over aggresses. Great anticipation of where that hit was going to be. Texture perfect with the paint shells. Makes it way more difficult for that plant to come down for PRX. Meteor using that high tide against PRX very, very nicely. Something, again, every once in a while you see this with PRX, where they don't check
Bro,
angles,
sound-
they don't check corners.
the
they
sound on
pay the
this
price.
replay.
Now, it is the eco, so
Okay,
yeah,
big
not
buy
too much to worry
rounds,
about, just-
and in
yeah,
terms of the
you still have a
bonus, I mean the
fearsome
bonus is looking
buy
good.
to come up against
Got a
with
judge
GenG.
towards
Judge
Hookah,
in
and you got
hand
3
for
person
Charon, a
stack
bunch
over
of
towards
Bulldogs
him,
and rifles.
Bulldogs.
This is a big round now. Can GenG start to turn this map around?
Oh, we've seen this at the grand finals kickoffs as well. There's
Uh-oh.
Dizzy. He doesn't quite find it. It bounces
Yeah,
right off
gotta
the
get
wall
out of
way
there.
too early. But
But
now
it's
they
okay
know about
because the
judge,
backup
so
situation
PRX
is good. They also
not
have
looking to deal
Sky
with that today.
that could
Hookah,
potentially
that'll force him back
get the
away.
judge
Already
back
trying
onto
to
the
take
angle with
control
the Skydog
of
or a
Showers,
flash.
senses the
We'll
camp,
keep an eye on
destroys
him. I'm just
that,
going to
and
do this.
This is where GenG will start to have to make
me do this.
some snap decisions. The camera no longer giving them free control of Showers. Munchkin fills it. Forsaken goes for a swing, and he actually wins the duel
Yes, the
out.
Skydog goes
And
out
that's
to
the
clear all
cue
this
for
to put him
PRX
to the
start
angle.
pushing
Meanwhile, while
in.
that's
A
happening, they just
long-range kill onto
lose
Heaven
double
on
jewel over
Meteor
towards
as
A.
well. Texture, he's caught right in the middle of the site. He has to make sure that he clears his angles, but he can't. Lamb's already taken
It's
over
so
as
funny
well.
because this is what a lot of
PRX,
teams should do when they
swarm
do
the
these
site.
smokes. Just
Black
actually
Tide
just
out.
fully send it. But
Secure even more. Jing passed it.
PRX
Waiting
was
for
going to
yet
do it.
another kill.
And a
Wants to get close
convincing
to that
buy round.
showstopper as soon as
I'm
possible.
not entirely sure how these two went down
Finds
on
the
the site
angle.
early, but
Notices it's Judge.
So tough. So tough. Although Lakia just bypassing something there. So some damage still could be done. He's only got a Bulldog. Fishing to see if he can get that gun upgrade maybe before the round is over.
I mean, they'll take anything right now because they need to scrap together everything possible to try to continue here. So many teleports coming in. Lakia's a little scared about this one. Not quite ready for it. Chooses to go for the double triple, but only good for 1 kill. No gun upgrade, and Charon will die to the spike as well.
Yep. Now it's starting to look rather dire for GenG. Thought maybe with that buy they could get something
I mean,
done,
yeah, they gotta.
really nice
gotta win.
anticipation of that position
There.
by PRX, having in the back of their minds that sometimes there's a player behind that box with a judge, and the Dizzy notes it.
Dude, that's
They
how he
pull
went
up, they
down.
start
That's so
winning
unlucky.
1v1s. Jake gets into that angle in U-Haul.
I guess he was seen,
really
maybe.
Forsaken winning that 1v1 against Munchkin.
It must have been seen
makes
before the
things
smoke
so
went
much
down.
easier, because that shower's control lost. Then you're able to get deep into sight, cover heaven from there. And at moments like that, that PRX is so good and so confident in, every team in the world struggles against that.
Yeah, it's going to be the same cam here for Showers once again. I mean, obviously, gets him a lot of information right up until it's cleared, so we'll see.
A
whoever
heavy,
gets pressured this time,
heavy
but it looks like
exec.
just a straight set
Nade
execute
goes close to
from
break the
PRX
trip,
in the
does break
works.
the trip. Volley
Bosch
goes
will
towards
land in front of
Showers, make sure they
Showers.
can't flood out
Trying
Showers
to
once they
them
push
away.
over
They're gonna
towards
wait until
short.
the poison cloud is
Both
about
to
diminish.
spawn.
There goes the Dizzy. It's going to be the blast back
Up
in.
the site in
Over the
half.
truck. Uses the
Meteor
cove for cover
uses
as
the
well.
cage and just
He
sits in
lands
it
safely
close.
into Lamps. The left side of the site taken over. Waiting to see if there's a peek out, but Meteor not going to fight the bait just yet. Just waiting for backup
Yeah,
to
they
arrive
tapped
as
the
Charon
spike to
already
see if
goes
there's any
down. Tags
util.
one, that gives Meteor the
Pretty
first
cool.
kill. In
Nice
Showers,
shot.
Lakia good to cover on Lamps as well. Spike
Yeah, they
still
got a
not
TP,
planted.
but-
It's going to be a rush to TP over.
Should be good
Munchkin's
here.
ready for it. They see the pings coming in from the neural theft. That's one. Can he get the second? He wants
Ooh,
to
nicely
buy
done
time.
from something. Makes this
Cannot get
doable.
the kills, but
2v4.
dwindles the numbers
2v3,
down.
sorry.
3v2 for
Great
GenG.
flash.
PRX double swing out from
Go fast
Hookah.
over.
They will continue to charge forward. They don't want to miss a single beat. Something actually gets 1 kill. Now a 2v1 on the site. Meteor has to come in for backup. They need to get this crossfire right now for GenG. Lakia gets 1. Dizzy noted, and something wants to isolate the angles, wants to
They're
group them
pinging
together.
long.
He's going to go for the far wraparound. The spike planted for him an elbow. He'll wait to see if a push comes through.
He made a footstep, and they think he went long. Oh, it's
Where
bad
he's
comms.
exited. Neither of them checking elbow. He gets 1, realizes he's not going to get the transfer. Thrash at the ready, sends it on a timing. Doesn't matter if he's, oh, but he's going to wait.
That was so sick.
And Meteor heads up play over the
That was
thrash.
so sick.
Gets the absolute
There's no
read
way.
to
This
keep
guy's
GenG
brain is too
alive.
big.
The big brain counterplay from Meteor. Knew the thrash was
No
coming,
way,
but
man.
Gets above it. Oh, that's something that you expect PRX to do, that kind of play, and Meteor outdoes him. I love this.
He was jumped up right before the thrash even activates, right? Just knows it's coming, given that something hides away.
That was
Knows that
incredible.
something's not one to shy away from a fight.
It was actually
And something
incredible.
for
It was
one
so fun.
punished for trying to play it safer and around.
You love it. I mean, I thought
That
Timmy
was-
played that great.
It was so smart.
Couldn't
Okay.
use the thrash in the 1v2. I really like that execute from PRX, even though it doesn't really work out, where they use the high tide in the cove, so Jing
Yeah, and
can
they pretty much
safely
go for the exact
blast
same
back
round,
to
apart
make
from this
sure
time
that
they
can set a
heavy,
bunch of U-Hauls.
put an extra
Didn't
person
really
over
come to
towards
fruition
Showers.
in that round. Execute was
The Raze
cool.
goes Showers
You
this
don't see very
time.
many
Double
teams quite
trip
do it
over
like
towards
that, so
short. Doesn't
nice
get them a
little
kill because of the cove
work
covering the
there. Opening
spam.
trade, good for Meteor.
Oh, he's dead.
There's a showstopper. Can't get away from that,
Almost
though.
beat it.
Meteor was trapped in
Almost,
back of sight.
Meteor almost did the
GenG
same
still
thing they
trying
did to the
hold on
Fischl,
the
just
backside.
jumping
They will
close.
have control of it for now.
Ah,
As
lovely
PRX are
sky
trying to push
flash.
through, but Texture and Munchkin are good with their shots. Something trades for 1, but it's still a 3v2 advantage for GenG. Now Showers control and backside control for GenG. They're going to start to pressure onto the spike. The Molly already having gone down. PRX, they will have to fight for this round. And Mindfreak gets deep. Something tries to go for the trade, but Charon gets
Lovely
1.
shots,
and Texture
dudes.
gets
I
the
mean,
other.
maybe.
And GenG
Maybe we start
will
believing
to try
soon.
to string together a couple more rounds.
Okay, stabilizing a little bit is
I can't get over that 1v1.
Starting to look really good.
One of the best played 1v1s
these
I've ever
holds.
seen.
Able to just kind of weather the util storm that gets thrown their way. Meteor winning a big opening duel. Yeah, he gets taken down by the showstopper, but that makes it a lot harder for PRX to push space on the backside of this plant. So calm, so collected.
It's a
Meteor does some
great
damage.
early
Now it is
timeout.
finally
Yeah.
going to be time for PRX to
One
take
of
a
those
timeout of
ones
their
where
own.
it's like,
Try to see if they can
you
dial
don't
up
want to
something a
look
little
back
bit
at this and be
special,
like,
a little
damn,
bit
I should have
unique.
called a timeout way earlier.
The
But
money might be
plenty of
a
time
bit
to make sure
wanting
that
for
this doesn't
PRX
get out of
this round.
control.
Yeah, we'll see if there's any type of force up. Of course, quite a few rounds ahead, but not quite at match point just yet. So PRX will have to make some of the tougher decisions. If they want to go for a bit of a Hail Mary, or if they will choose to let this one slide and regroup. As we see GenG regaining some confidence. You saw some laughter on the side of GenG during halftime, despite the scoreline. And perhaps just having faith their ability to defend here on Vine, waiting for that half to switch. Alex looking a lot more calm today than usual as well. We'll see how long that lasts. It wasn't earlier, that's true. And I feel like there's probably a reason we didn't see too many of his cams during Lotus either. Perhaps a bit more animated during that time.
They're going to be able to string together a few rifle purchases. The rest is going to be Sheriffs or PRX, but you know, we see it all the time with these two teams. Thrifty buys, they're actually going to downgrade to a Spectre, but thrifty buys are something to be feared.
GenG's money still pretty
Caron
low.
does have that orbital strike in
They're
case
still
things get
not
dicey.
got great money. Judge is
Or
coming out.
GenG on the post plan or something like that. But
I mean, anything to buy time.
yeah, exactly.
Right?
Elite
You got the
trip,
coming
but
up
this
soon
guy
as
saw the
well.
trip.
Meanwhile, PRX, they're close to another thrash, so could be something that they're working towards. They'll actually go towards the
A nice
Seekers
bit of
this
map
time
control.
for Divide,
Use
now
the
2
wall for
points
just this
away.
little segment, but it is worth. They get over
Jing.
towards
Now,
showers,
Meteor
they clear
changed
the
up his
trip,
cam
they hear the
position. Doesn't
camera,
wanna
so they can
lose
break
control
this
of
once the
showers
wall
too
goes
early.
down.
Finally gets
Bomb
taken out,
passing,
though.
pressure
Realized
over
it's alert from
towards
Jing.
showers,
Very deep.
question mark created while that's going on.
As well.
Yeah, they're pinging Hookah.
Dog goes out over
So they were
towards
either
long,
thinking
and the
about
dog got shot
trying to go
though,
for
so
some kind of hit,
this is good pressure at the
similar to
moment
the
just
previous
from
round.
PRX.
kind of set up some kind of crunch there.
Question mark over towards
Didn't really
showers
get necessarily accounted for by
is
GenG.
getting
As someone
cleared
who's in
by
that
the
position,
Cypher. I imagine it was a
just a
boom bot. No
reattempt
way
at
he'd
it.
be taking that on his
Texture
own.
close
Okay,
to
yeah,
that.
so they boom botted
It's gonna
over
be
towards
different, very
showers.
different high tide.
And then he
Try to
takes
give
the
them
angle. So
ability
this
to take
question
a
mark
little
got
bit of
cleared.
space, maybe set up some
Question mark
crossfires.
is still over towards
trying to
long,
go
which means that
for
the
the
three-person
early
stack
spam on the
stays
back
there.
that
Looking alright for PRX
Poison
at the
Cloud
moment. I
put
know
through
that's eco,
from
but
Munchkin. Here we
good
go.
overall
Oh,
pressure.
Decade, but they have to destroy the tripwire, and that's the key for Texture to fire off once again. So all these smokes on the side of GenG doing their job. Dizzy taken down, tries to clear the wingman. He actually gets it, goes for the blast back, stays alive.
This guy showered, needs to
That means
activate.
So much, but eventually he gets
Uh-oh,
wrapped around.
he ate
Now
the
overstrike
flash.
with the
Oh my
pop
gosh.
flash.
Oh
Comes in
god, he ate the
something,
flash.
able to stabilize the name before the Cyber Cage comes up. Lakia's here for backup. Now a 3v3, but weapons upgraded for PRX. Spike will go down. PRX get another lease in this round 18. Something spots the side of Munchkin on that jiggle. Munchkin as well goes for the check.
No
but it's
way they
sprayed
win
out
this round.
from Jing and
Dude,
Mindfreak.
they did
And now
everything pretty
the
well.
IGL
It's
of
just that
GenG
stray
all
flash
alone.
wrecked
Gets one, but can't
everything.
get the second.
Ult goes
Mindfreak
in, it
with
forces
another
them
triple kill.
aggro.
Multi-kills galore
The
for the
flash
controller of
at the
PRX
top.
as he brings them to
Match
The
match
Vi
point.
hero.
Yeah, there's good ideas here from GenG. The trap wire placed
Yeah.
inside of those
6
smokes,
chances.
so it can
But the
never really
overall
be
map control from
identified.
PRX is really good as
The
well,
ult there
right?
from
Showers
Texture,
into
great
pressure
blast
here,
pack to
into
get
group
out of
up.
a
it was
potentially really
cool.
bad situation, but the
Yeah, this was
coordination
the kill that decided it for
off
me.
the back of using that ultimate doesn't seem to be quite accounted for by GenG. And that costs Meteor his life because he's going for the Cyber Cage. He's going for utility. Doesn't expect something to be pushing
And
out
money's-
that side of
money's
that
in the bin.
ultimate.
We get
That
a
costs him his
Stinger,
life, and that
Sheriff.
costs him the round.
Triple.
Going to be that Odin coming out just to pressure GenG. Sure, a quick swing out, but not going to be able to pick up that weapon
They
upgrade
stay
just
close.
yet. And
Oh,
Odin
man.
is just
The Odin,
mowing
bro. He
down
brings it out
GenG.
twice.
Divide letting them know that they will not push
This
out
guy, dude.
ever again on this map as it's about to end in the hand of PRX. Seekers used. Lakia stuck in guarded. He will get surrounded.
enemy
And
remaining.
Meteor is too far away. Lakia goes down. Meteor all alone with just a GenG Classic and a Stinger. Is it going to be enough against 4 members of PRX? Quickly trying to go.
Listen to
Maybe
Divine,
try to
man.
get a weapon
He's just
upgrade.
spamming
Let's
it
go all
non-stop.
the
He's
way
actually
for
going to run out of
rotate.
bullets.
Now it's going to be the orbital
Ult
strike
goes
coming down.
in,
PRX,
dog
they really
goes
wanna just
out.
end this map right here, right now. And by pushing out this far, they should be aware. Even without
Look
a
at
TP,
Forsaken.
it's going to be
Forsaken
a deep
might let him
workaround.
pass and go for the
Phantom
knife.
picked up, but so much time spent. And Forsaken, he hears it. He's ready for it. Mind Freak there for
Wait,
the
he's actually
trade.
going to check
In case
this?
things go awry, Meteor
Oh, okay.
would have to be a 180 flick of his
Yes.
lifetime to get this. He finds one, trying to spray down, but too
Okay,
much time.
nicely
Forsaken
handled, man.
swings
What
out.
a map
And
from
PRX
PRX. What a series in
answer
general. This is
back.
really, really fun.
Putting down
Lived up
their
to the hype
claim
of
to
it.
the throne once again and